Imagine this. You're sitting quietly, maybe scrolling through your phone or just taking a moment to breathe, and suddenly something inside you feels a little different. It's not by accident that you are here right now, reading these words. No, my friend, this is no random thing. Heaven has been trying to get your attention for days now. There have been signs, little nudges, feelings that something was not quite right. But the battles around you have been so strong, so loud, that you might have missed them. The struggles in your daily life, the worries that keep you up at night, the unexpected problems that pop up out of nowhere, they have all been part of a bigger fight. But now the moment is urgent. Archangel Michael, the great protector, has stepped forward himself. He is calling out in the spiritual world with a voice that demands attention. There is a woman who has done something dark. She has taken your photo, a picture of you smiling or looking happy, and she has used it in a ritual of black magic. Her ceremony is almost done. It will be finished in just 2 minutes unless you pay attention right now and take action. One simple step, like opening your heart to this message or clicking to accept heaven's help, can stop it all. You might not fully grasp how close this danger is. It is right there, knocking at the door of your life. You cannot wait any longer. Heaven is not making this up or exaggerating to scare you. From the exact second this message reached you, there are only 2 minutes left before her dark work locks into place in the spiritual world. Once that happens, the bad effects will start showing up in your real life, and turning them around would be a hard battle that God never wanted you to face alone. But God has sent this warning as your way to stop it before it begins. Think about the changes you have felt lately. That tiredness that comes over you for no reason, even when you have slept well. The arguments that start suddenly with people you care about, over small things that usually do not matter. The way good things in your life, like opportunities or happiness, seem to fade away without any clear explanation. It was not just in your head, and you are not imagining it. In the quiet of the night, when most people are asleep, this woman took your photo. It was not any old picture. It was one that showed your true self, your joy, your inner light, the special energy that makes you who you are. She placed it on a table or altar that was not meant for good things, not dedicated to God at all. She lit candles around it, spoke words that were meant to harm, and gave offerings to powers that are not from heaven. All of this was to make your light dimmer. She was wrapped up in jealousy, mixing it with her witchcraft like poison in a drink. She did not want her life to end completely. No, that would be too obvious. Instead, she wanted it to get smaller, harder, more confusing. She wanted you to miss out on good chances, to doubt your own abilities, to walk in the same circles over and over until you felt like giving up on the dreams and purposes God has placed in your heart. But here is something she did not count on. You are protected by the highest power. Your name is safely written in God's book of life, the one that lists all who belong to Him. No spell or ritual can cross that out or take it away. Still, there is an important truth to understand. Witchcraft that is not stopped can cause delays in what God has planned for you. It can slow things down, even if it cannot destroy them forever. And right now, her ritual is so close to being finished. Archangel Michael has been watching her every move for days. He has been fighting hard against the dark spirits she called upon, pushing them back so they cannot get into your home, your thoughts, your money matters, or your health. He has been holding the line, but the time is ticking down, and it is real. Heaven is saying clearly, act now, and everything she is doing will be canceled out completely. You have probably felt that something was wrong without knowing why. Those random headaches that come and go. Strange dreams at night that leave you feeling uneasy when you wake up. People who used to be friendly and close suddenly pulling away for no good reason. Money flowing in slower than usual, or expenses piling up unexpectedly. Doors that seemed ready to open for new things in your life suddenly closing shut. All of that was the beginning part of her plan. She was weakening the air around you spiritually, making it easier for her final step to work. She hoped you would be too busy, too distracted, or too full of self-doubt to notice. But God loves you far too much to let that slide. That is why this alarm is going off now. That is why Archangel Michael is saying the time to move is right this second. God is speaking directly. My dear child, I have given you authority over every trick of the enemy. I have promised that no weapon made to hurt you will succeed. But you cannot just sit there while the enemy is active. Remember, faith needs action to be alive and strong. This is your chance to do something about it. Her ritual is set to end in 2 minutes. That means the candles she lit are burning down to their last bits. The words she is saying are almost at their end. The spirits she invited are standing by, waiting for the signal to come after you. If they get that signal, the fight will be tougher because they will think they have permission in the spiritual world to touch what is yours, what God has given you. But one quick act of agreeing with God right now will break her work apart like glass shattering on the floor. One moment of saying yes to heaven's protection will send Archangel Michael's sword straight to the center of her setup, destroying it all. She picked your photo because it holds a piece of you spiritually. Every picture of you captures a bit of your energy, your happiness, the special spark God put in you. She thought that by messing with the picture, she could mess with the real you. She wanted to tie up your steps so you could not move ahead in life. She wanted to make your vision cloudy so you could not see the good path clearly. She wanted to mix up your relationships so that the people who were supposed to help and support you would start questioning you or turning away. But she did not realize the strength of the God you belong to. Even while she was saying her dark words, heaven was keeping track of everything she did. Even in her secret darkness, the light of God was watching and planning. Angels were standing around the edges of her ritual space, observing every detail, writing it down, and waiting for the exact moment when you get this warning so they can jump into action. And here it is, that moment is now. Do you really think it is just luck that you are reading this at this time? Absolutely not. This message was planned for you long before she even thought of a ritual. God knew the day, the hour, the minute she would try this. He knew how far she would get. And he also knew you would be right here, ready to hear him say, "Not this child of mine. You are untouchable. You belong to me." Archangel Michael says that her ritual will fall apart the second you line up your heart with God's shield. The moment you open up to this message and say no to every bad word she spoke, her power crumbles. The spirits she called will get confused and turn around. Her altar will grow cold and useless. The candles will flicker and die out. The photo she used will lose any connection to you. It will be just a plain picture, like a rock with no life in it. But you have to make the choice. You have to see that this is serious. Black magic only works if there is some kind of agreement or opening in the spirit. She tried to make an agreement for you without you knowing or agreeing. She wanted heaven to think you were not watching, so she could sneak in her plan to block your future. But heaven has stepped in big time. God has grabbed your attention so you can say no to it now, openly, in your spirit, and with firm decision. The next few seconds and minutes will affect your life for years ahead. This is not only about stopping her ritual today. It is about breaking a bigger pattern, because she is not the only one who has tried something like this against you before. There have been others in the past with smaller attempts, gossip that hurt, people manipulating situations, quiet jealousy that you felt but could not prove. You noticed the effects back then, too. But this one is bigger, darker, more pushed by determination. If you stop this one strong, the others will back off and lose their nerve. If you let this one go through, more will think they can try. That is why God is speaking with such power right now. Listen carefully to what the Lord is saying. My child, you are meant to be the leader, not the follower. You are above, not below. I have made you a light in dark places, and darkness cannot put you out. Do not be afraid of what witches do. They are nothing compared to God. But do not ignore how they work either. When God calls you to do something, do it. When he says speak, say the words. When he says reject the bad, push it away completely. Her altar is hidden somewhere secret. She has covered it with cloths and put things around it as offerings. She thinks nobody knows or sees, but heaven sees everything clearly. Right now, in the spiritual world, Archangel Michael is there. His sword is out and ready. Flames from God's fire are starting to touch the edges of her space. The spirits she called are getting nervous. They can feel the great power of God coming closer. The second you agree with heaven, Michael will swing his sword. You might even feel something lifting off you as you read this, a heaviness going away. That is God breaking invisible chains. Your heart might beat faster. That is your spirit coming alive. You might feel a warm feeling. That is God's fire burning away bad connections that were never good for you. This is your sign that it is real. Every hold-up in your life lately, every odd change in how people treat you, every dip in your money, every night of fear without reason, they were all linked to this spiritual interference. But now, it is being shown for what it is. God is cutting the ties. You are moving into a freedom that nobody can take. You are entering blessings that cannot be cursed. You are rising to a power that cannot be turned back. And finally, God is bringing this woman out into the open, not just for you to see, but for everyone who needs to. Her fake nice side is falling off. The charm she used will stop working. People who believed her before will start to see who she really is. When she sees that her ritual did not work, she will get worried and upset. She might try to pretend nothing happened. She might try to get close again. Do not let her in. She was never meant to be part of your trust. This is your time for things to turn around in a good way. What she meant to hurt you with will now become good for you. The bad energy she sent will bounce back and turn into blessings for you. The spirits she called will go back to where they came from without touching you. The photo will have no power left, just paper. The 2 minutes she thought she had will be broken by heaven's quick action in 1 second. Archangel Michael says it again. Her ritual ends in 2 minutes unless you respond now. 1 click, 1 yes in your heart, cancels it all. This is not just words. In the spirit, agreeing with heaven is the action that stops it. Knowing about it locks the door. Saying no chains it up. Your faith burns it down. You are safe under cover. You are guarded. You are picked by God. No weapon, no spell, no curse, no ritual will work against you. The time is almost up, but your new chapter is starting. Heaven has acted. Michael has hit. The altar is falling apart. The photo is free. The danger is gone. And that is how it is. 3 hours have gone by now. The clock in heaven has moved forward, and the air around you feels different, lighter maybe. What was hidden away in dark corners is not staying quiet anymore. Is shifting, moving, knowing that its secret time is over. The trap set for you is starting to close on itself. But because you got the warning, you're not walking into it blindly. God says, my child, the way you listened and obeyed has already changed what happens next. The woman who made the trap is beginning to feel that you know more than she thinks, even if you have not said a word. Her control is slipping. Her fake front is cracking. In a world we cannot see, her plans have been laid out plain before heaven's court. The angels have shown every part of what she tried to do, every lie, every twist, every sweet talk meant to keep you off guard. Archangel Michael is there with his sword ready, not just warning anymore, but protecting fully. He has to go ahead to take the trap apart piece by piece. In your everyday world, it might look like small things changing. She might seem more pushy or desperate. Her words might not sound as smooth. Things might not go her way as easily. This is not random. It is the beginning of everything coming undone for her. The Spirit of God says, you have gone past the point where the enemy's plan can pull you back. You will not fall into the net they made. The ropes they tied around your way are being cut one by one. Your name is being taken off the bad list they wrote. Your future is being lifted high, out of their reach. But the showing of truth is not finished yet. God said he is exposing this woman, and showing truth is not quick. It happens step by step. First, little hints come, then big clear proofs. You might hear a comment from someone that matches what you felt inside. You will see that her stories do not add up. You will notice her kindness always wants something back. Then soon, she will do something in front of others that shows who she is, and her cover will break wide open. In the coming hours and days, she will try to fix things. She will feel you pulling away and try to bring you back with nice words, sad stories, or pretending to be weak. She might share her own secrets to make you trust again. But it is all planned, not real change. God says, do not let it move you. Do not soften because of fake sorry. This is a trick, not true heart change. Your part now is not to fight her face to face. It is to stay close to what God has told you. Say few words to her. Pray a lot. Keep your spirit safe. Heaven has been working at the same time as you're listening. As you stepped back from the danger, angels have been making sure your good things are safe and fixing your path. What was held back for months will now come in weeks. Chances that were blocked in the spirit are opening up. The fog in your mind is clearing. Decisions feel simpler. Answers come fast. Your body feels less tired. This is what happens when you leave fake things behind. But the enemy does not give up without trying more. This woman's job against you might not work, but she could make one last push out of desperation. When she sees she cannot control you anymore, God says, do not be afraid of it. When it happens, it will just prove everything I said. She might talk bad about you to others. She might turn your setting boundaries into sounding like you betrayed her. But it will not hurt you. It will make things clear for people who are watching. The more she tries, the more she shows her real self. Her truth will come out fully, not because you said things, but because heaven is doing it. You do not need to protect your own name. Live in a way that truth protects itself. God will make your good heart shine like the morning sun and your fairness like bright noonlight. The people who doubted you will start speaking up for you. The door she tried to lock will open even bigger. The trap she made will fall on her, and you will walk free without a scratch. God says this was never just about staying safe from bad. It was about getting you ready for a lot of good by taking her out of your life. Now there is room for what is really yours. There are God-sent people waiting that could not be there with her around. Money help is coming that could not move while her bad energy was linked to yours. Spiritual growth, new gifts, better understanding, stronger authority. They could not grow while tied to wrong connections. You will not just get through this. You will do better because of it. Looking back, you will see this was the turning point where your life got better. 3 hours that seemed lost are now 3 hours you gained. With the trap gone and the enemy powerless, you're entering what was always for you. God's voice is strong and final. The truth is out. The bad is removed. Protection is on. Walk ahead, my child, without looking back at what I took away. The one who made the trap will see you succeed, and she cannot stop it. I have said it. It is done, and that is how it is. The 3 hours are over now. The urgent time you were told about has changed everything around you. What you might not know is that in those hours, heaven was not waiting. It was busy. Angels were placing themselves in new spots. Talks you did not hear were stopped. A big change in the spirit was happening, so the trap would break on its own before you got near it. You might feel lighter now, like a big weight you did not know was there just dropped off. That is real, the sound of spiritual ties snapping. God says, I kept you safe. I blocked you from the danger when you could not see it all yet. And the woman working against you is now in a part of her story she did not expect, where her secrets come out. Finally, God is showing who this woman really is. The cover she wore so well, the nice act around her lies, the innocent look, she had it all planned. But heaven has torn it off. The reason it did not happen sooner is because God wanted the right people to see it clearly. If earlier, some would have stood up for her, and truth would be lost in her acting. But now the time is perfect. No way to deny it or twist it. You might start hearing bits and pieces, stories, quick words from surprising places, truths coming together like a puzzle. You do not have to look for them. God is bringing them to you. But remember this, God chose her to make you smarter, not angry. This is not for payback. It is for fixing things. So you never let someone use your good heart against you again. Your heart stays kind, but wise and protected. The trap for you is now catching her. That is what happens when someone goes against God's child. Every bad thing she pushed your way comes back to her. Every secret plan will be known openly. Every net for you tangles her. This is not you doing it. It is God's rule. What you plant, you harvest. She planted lies, trickery, control. God says, you do not have to battle this. I did it while you rested. In those 3 hours, angels were on tasks you did not see. Michael in full gear, stopping dark things from pushing the trap too soon. Some brought whispers to make you mess up. Others distractions to miss the sign. But heaven held strong. Because you listened and accepted the message. You were safe, and the trap broke behind you. This is a special time for you. The plan was to tie you so tight you miss your big chance. She wanted your peace, but really your timing. Delay you to miss God's door. But now, trap gone, you walk through on time. Now the revealing starts. People she tried to turn will see her real side. Some shocked. Some pretend they knew. Some quiet thinking. But you in peace, knowing God stepped in. This was about you learning.